son, I love him for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I'm in a magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Atlanta Falcons. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Down. 10-2 stop.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Bravo.
Block taking the snap and 1. He's got his tight end Fant. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. So opening drive, 3rd down. They complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, and the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
X3, 218, jump. Hey, team 6, team 6.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. 70, Indy. 6-6, bullet 5. Back, back, back.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Block. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
50, plant. Recon, 132 fighter.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and a couple. Locke gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay with touchdown number 12 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives.
We go! 30 base. Here we go. Hey, zoom! Check Mike 47, check Mike 45.
Throwing on first down. Wheeler. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Protein spill. Hey, Charlie. Stop here, D. Get it.
Operating from the gun, Wheeler. Complete to Washington. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
What we got?
They run, Devontae Freeman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. From the gun, Wheeler. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Looking to throw. Wheeler. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action, the Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check 24.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Wheeler. He'll let this go end zone for Green. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ready,
Here's
set.
2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Wide, get wide.
On the draw, this will be Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Back to throw. Wheeler. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Smooth. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. Watch QB. Ready.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Washington's got it. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open hole.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deion Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Ready up. 50, Mike, 50. Check.
Lock going to try and throw on third down. That's to McCaffrey, complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Elsewhere on the NFL scoreboard in Dallas. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give it biggest to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready.
Single. I got 87, that's me, boy.
Speed dribble.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
47 Mike. 47.
Let's get it together, defense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wheeler. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And Graham's got it, complete. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Got it.
45, Mike. 40.
Pilot, 64, weak. Ready.
They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. And now look at him go. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Falcons 7. Brent Zerline set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wheeler. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Wheeler. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Got an open man. It's Washington. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Check 52.
Out of the gun. They give to Freeman. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
At the 46-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Right into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Protein spill. Hey, Delta. Now.
2nd and 4. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And this will be caught at the 30. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 45 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
On first down, Freeman. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to regain the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
McCaffrey on the counter. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
On 2nd and 15 now. Lock. Got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you, push them deep, find some space, and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop. 61, matchbox right.
Lock now on first down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
Watch the shift. Any weapon. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Check 3. Check 3. Hey, wahoo.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Let's go.
To throw again on second down. Lock. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Set. 8, read. Come on, let's go.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here goes high. I can high.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. It's the fullback. His second touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Wheeler, he's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. But anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Wheeler. The connection made. It's Graham. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Wheeler. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, second and 10.
218, chop.
A give to Smith out of the gun. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here I come. 4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic.
Hey, here we go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Lucky. Hey, foxtrot.
Operating from the gun, Wheeler, and that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A.J. Green with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check. Protein spill. 5. Let's go.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. McCaffrey following the penalty. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 15 at the 19-yard line.
On the set. Christian Travis. Me and you all day.
On 2nd and 15 now. Locke, he's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. This is the tight end, Fant. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. This is Freeman, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Royce Freeman, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Zerline now for the PAT. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Back to throw. Wheeler to the right side and complete to Washington. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Hatchet. 61, matchbox lights.
Looking to throw. Wheeler, he'll let this go end zone for Green. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A.J. Green with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Bravo. Go.
From the 30 on second down. Lock. That one into the hands of Hamilton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first. Back to throw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. And two big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Team 6.
Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Lock now. 15 out of 17 through the air. Only 2 incompletions. It's first down. He'll look to throw. Open man here is Hamilton. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. They'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. He's back to throw, and it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game, 35-35. Rick Zerline set to kickoff.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see.
On the ready.
43 is the mic. I can't believe you let you play. I I can't believe they even let you play.
Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And the kick is good. The young rookie coming through like a 10-year vet. And the Falcons are going to win the game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Atlanta, it's a 4th win on the year as they move to 4-9. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Day.